Welcome everyone. Today we will discuss the results of the Arizona State Championship. I'll start the live stream with the results of the left-handed event first, and then I'll talk about the right-handed event. So please, if you end up enjoying this live, please hit the thumbs up button. That's all I'm asking from you guys today. So let me quickly share the event. First of all, it was on Larry Wheel's channel live. So if you still haven't watched it yet, I encourage you guys to purchase the pay-per-view by going over to Larry's channel, clicking on subscribe, which you have already done. But then you need to click on join and select the second tier of membership. Then you'll be able to watch the matches. I think it's somewhere around $7 or something like that. Drunken Eddie, Clerks 93, Adnan, Ven. Thanks all of you for joining. 30 viewers have already joined the stream, which is always amazing. So let's start, guys, with the left-handed results. And there was one injury as well. Initially I thought it was an arm break or elbow break, but looked like it was a shoulder dislocation, and that guy pinned Yanis Omolins before that thing happened. So we'll discuss that one as well. So here are the results. Let me open the results that I have written in my video. So this was the first match of the lightest category, which was 154 pounds. And the guy here on the left is Dominic and right is David. David is from Armenia. Show video panel so you guys can see me as well if you like that face. So this guy David was really dominant both left and right-handed, and he won this match, this final, convincingly 2-0. So all of the finals were best of 3. So he won both of the rounds without much trouble at all. Why am I not able to change the screen? Yep, this is the... So the next weight category was about 176 pounds, left arm match. This match is between Yanis Omolins on the right and Eli Sadov on the left arm. As expected, Yanis Omolins proved to be way too strong, way too experienced for Eli, and he took this match comfortably, 2-0. The next up we had Artem Ternenko's match later on, so I'll discuss that after these couple of matches. There we have on the left screen Mario Tambakis, as you may have noticed him. He recently defeated Artem Ternenko on the left arm at the AWE 2 event in Australia against the referee, our own referee at King of the Table, and also is he at Monster Factory as well? No, maybe not. Tim Talmadge versus Mario Tambakis is basically what I'm talking about here. And Tim initially got a good top roll hit and he got the first round. That was kind of surprising. I thought maybe Mario has still not recovered, although it has already been almost a couple of weeks, I guess, since the last event. I think I'll have to remove this phone from here. Mummy, ye phone le ja. Okay, so Mario came back and he won a couple of rounds after that comfortably. He got him in a hook and it was over. So what seemed to be a surprise in the beginning round didn't last for too long, and unfortunately for Tim, he was not able to win this match. Alright, next up, that's the same match that we're talking about, and the dude, I shared this screenshot with you because my man is beating Americans in Australia. The guy is beating Americans in America and waving American flag on Australian soil. You guys need to stop inviting him, otherwise he's going to conquer your country soon. Just a funny thing that I noticed. Alright, then we had the 242 pound class. That's the left arm match between Sandris and Robbie Topi on the right side of the screen. And way too dominant. These are the 3 words that I have for this match. Sandris, once again, as expected, was way too strong. There was a time when Robbie Topi used to claim, before he faced Cody Spurmerit, he used to claim that I've never lost a super match in my life, and everyone, literally everyone was like, where did this stat came from? He must have lost something. Then he lost to Cody Spurmerit, then he lost to Michael Todd, and now he lost this match. It was a tournament, not a super match basically, but all of the finals were best 2 out of 3 super matches. And the finals of the super heavyweight class. This time, surprisingly, Larry didn't cut weight. and he was competing. Usually he cuts when the weight category is somewhere around. No, I think for East versus West he cut to 242 pounds as well. But this time he was in the super heavies, and it's really interesting to see Larry getting excited about arm wrestling for one more time. Initially, not initially, but about 4 5 months ago, 6 months ago, he was drifting towards the bodybuilding side, the classic physique side. But now he's focusing as much as on arm wrestling as he used to. So that's a good sign. Sandris, as expected, dominated this match as well. So won everything on the left arm. This was dominant match, and this was another left-handed match at 220 pounds. No, this was at 198 pounds. Artem versus David, and first time David hooked Artem, and Artem had a couple of fouls. Still, David was looking strong. And then another funny thing that I wanted to say, Artem got beat both rounds by David. He got beat by him convincingly in both of the rounds, whatever the case was. Maybe David is that strong. Then, let me stop sharing the screen because the left-handed results are over. Then the dude was made to translate for the winner. Just imagine this. You got smashed badly a couple of rounds, and then you have to translate for the person who just smashed you in a super match, and then you don't even get a chance to speak that much. I felt it was funny to me, and I kind of felt bad for Artem as well. I cannot imagine getting destroyed like this, and then I have to go there and translate the guy who's explaining how he destroyed me, and I'm explaining that. That was kind of a funny moment that I wanted to share with you guys. No bad feelings, Artem. Please don't. Nobody. Please don't share this with Artem. He might not like it. Mario is Australian. Yeah, I think I said Australia. I'm a terrible shape right now. Sandris, you're the man. You're the man. We all expected, and we also know, at least I know, that you allowed Larry easily. You allowed him to go there. Maybe there is a good 20% chance that you wanted him to stay there, and he took, instead of here, he took you here, almost to the pad. That could have been legit. But other than that, you didn't top roll him. You went into a hook with him. You allowed him to get here. That was kind of easily noticeable. I ain't buying it, David is saying. David, are you one of the Davids that competed there? No, David is only one. The Armenian is David, I guess, Davit. I got to compete in the amateurs. Kevin Grip, okay, how did you do, brother? It was the biggest event I have ever been to. How did you do there? Sandris, you leveled up after all the training in Canada, didn't you? Okay. That's Aussie flag. Not okay. My bad. I wanted to say Aussie flag. I think all of you understood what I wanted to say. I wanted to say the guy is waving the Australian flag in USA, beating Americans. You guys need to be careful. Otherwise, he's going to take over. My man really made a slideshow. Keep up the good work. Thank you, sir. Non-believing believer. I really appreciate these kind of comments. Hard work paid off. Was a good one, no doubt. How about Sandris fella? That he's amazing, man. He's amazing. Not at Devon Laird level yet. Maybe already at Devon Laird's left-handed level, or if he's not there yet, he will be there for sure soon. Maybe at max 2 years. That's what he may require. I guess Sandris and Pradeep sorted things out. I don't think so. We never talked about anything after that. So I don't think so. Roman, thanks for the membership comment, Roman. I am going to read it in a minute. What you gonna when Pradeep maniacs run wild on you, brother? Okay, bro. I understand what you mean, my man. Thanks, Roman. Thanks for being a member of the channel. Probably got the wrong membership. Second tier, as I mentioned, second tier membership you need to purchase. 63 of you watching, really appreciate it. One live stream at least for 30 minutes every single day for the next 30 days or 29 days. Yeah, mask was easier because I was very well prepared. Mask was easier than Larry Wheels for you. That's what you're saying. So how about Mad Mask versus Larry Wheels? I think that's a cool match. You have to buy pay-per-view, not member. I think you can upgrade. Yeah, I do believe there's an option to upgrade membership. I haven't tried it at all. Never, but I think you can upgrade it. I'm a new member on Larry's channel. How can I? So you need to go to the membership perks page, or even if you go to the subscription page, it will still show to you. or go to Larry's channel and click on the membership page, or maybe you, as somebody mentioned, you bought the wrong membership level. How many dollars did it charge you? Then I can let you know. Sandra is just doing side quests. Make sure you buy earplugs with that pay-per-view. Yeah. Initially, the audio was, for the first 20 minutes, the audio was, it was worse than what you ever heard or ever heard someone else speak about when it comes to pay-per-view. It was really bad, but then they sorted everything out, so the final 1 hour or 70 minutes were cool. Was that headbutt for you? Was that a headbutt for you? For who? Danik versus Debajit. Who wins? I'm not sure. Debajit is big, 95 kilos. I think Danik is around 80. So maybe Debajit Sharma wins that match. So soon we'll talk about the right-handed matches as well. Sandris absolutely toyed with Matt Mask. I think you wanted to say. So let's share screen once again. Where's that? Result slide. Yup. So we are up to the right-handed matches now. This guy David from Armenia once again, and his opponent was Joseph. I don't know the full name of Joseph, but Joseph looked to be a strong guy. The matches did stop in a hook, but in the end, this was an absolute war. Literally an absolute war in a hook. But David looked comfortable. He started looking at Joseph near the pin pad, stopping him. And once I've seen this multiple times, that once somebody gets these hard stops in a hook, the match is over. You can stop someone in a top roll, and he may come back once again. But I've seen this multiple times. Once somebody gets stretched like this and he gets a hard stop, like not a stop in the beginning, and when the arms go slowly down and it stops there, and if that guy brings you back, or even if he loses after like 10-15 seconds, those hard stops almost always take more from the person who is winning or who's on the winning side compared to the person who is actually getting the stop. And that's what happened in this match. As soon as I saw that hard stop from David, I knew it was over, and that's how he won this match. On the right arm, Yanis Amolins competed against I'm forgetting the name of this guy, but Yanis obviously he won. Okay, and I'll talk about Yanis Amolins next match as well. Adam Warzone Worzinski against David Hagen. That was his name, David. I think it's the same guy who defeated Artem Ternenko. The first round, David looked extremely strong. I thought something is off with Adam Warzone. But once again, it was not exactly that kind of hard stop, but it took some energy out of David to get that pin. And Warzone's endurance is absolutely awesome. We all know that. So in the second round, now he got that hard stop, like really crazy hook battle. Everyone said that this was the match of the night, and that's how Adam brought him back, beat him a couple of times, and there's that look. There's that look when you know the match is over. So our bald-headed superhero Sandris against, I don't know what he was trying to do. I don't know what Robbie Toppy was trying to do, but he literally had zero resistance. He could have probably done better than this if he tried the traditional way of arm wrestling. Michael Todd used to try this in practice pulls, and it kind of worked for him, but not in the real matches, and not for definitely not for Robbie Toppy. Sandris beat him like a child. Basically, that's what was happening over there. Then once again, Larry qualified for the super heavies as well. He got to the finals, as did Sandris, and this time it looked like the gap is for sure smaller, maybe smaller than the right-handed match between these two, because Sandris says that his left is not at that level of his right. Larry's left and right are kind of similar. People say his left is better, but Larry says literally at everything his right is stronger. It's just that people are not as strong left-handed. That's why he looks better than most of them. So Sandris was feeding some rope. Maybe that's my guess. He tried to stop Larry here instead of stopping him in the center, and instead of actually getting the stop here, he got the stop right there above the pin pad, and then he brought him back. To me, it could have been a pin, because the camera was pointing slightly downwards if we draw a line from camera to the pin pad, and still it looked extremely close to the pin. If it was at a parallel angle, maybe it could have looked like a pin, but it was not a pin because it is not what the referee saw, and that's what matters, and that's the best angle that anyone can have, the referee's angle. So Sandris, next time he didn't play with him. He easily stopped Larry right in the center and beat him quite comfortably. So these are the results. Where was the match? Did I think I don't have the screenshot of the same guy who won, David from Armenia, who won 60, is it 65, 154 pounds, 70 kilos. He won the 70 kilo class, left hand, right handed. He also competed in the 176 pounds class against Yanis Omolins on the right arm, and that's where he dislocated his elbow. And the dude, while weighing less than Yanis, while competing in more weight categories than Yanis, he forced Yanis in a hook round one, and he beat him. Yanis said after the match that he was kind of asleep. He was not wake up, but he won weight categories before that, so I don't think he can be asleep. It was not his first match. Maybe it could have been a match after a long while, but still, the dude was legit. He forced Yanis in a hook and beat him. In the second round, Yanis adjusted. He went back for a top roll, and my man just dislocated his shoulder. I'm still not sure about the injury, but that's what the commentators were talking about, and that's what it looked like. It initially it looked like a break. It looked like a break in his elbow or humerus, but it wasn't like that. But shoulder injuries are also they are really, really bad. I've personally dislocated my shoulder multiple times, and maybe my doctor was not that talented, but the surgery, it never goes well, almost never. Sarah Backman somehow magically gets both of her shoulders operated and returns at peak level soon, but John Brazing, for John it was bad, the surgery was bad. For me it's the same thing, the surgery was really bad. Now let's get back to the comments. 17 minutes we've been live for another. He tore his pec. Okay, it was pec. Yes, the commentators were talking about initially that it was a pectoral tear, but it looked like something immediately popped out. Okay, if it is pectoral tear, same as Rustam Babayev maybe. Now let's get back to the comments. Thanks, Sandris. Sandris just doing side quest. I read comments till that level. Benjamin versus Mazahir. Who is Benjamin? I missed the headbutt. Listening to it, and Jake said headbutt, but I missed it too. Yeah, I also missed it. Match of the night. Yes, Adam Warzinski had match of the night. Kind of sad how Larry's main focus is not arm wrestling. If he did arm wrestling for a year, I think he's still doing enough. Yes, Larry has really improved in the last year since going natty and cutting weight. I think Larry may have found his best weight category. If he gets juiced up somehow, if he dials in the kind of juices that doesn't get him so big but can increase his strength somehow, then he can be even more dangerous at that weight. 110 kilos is the good weight for him. 15 is also good. He tore his pec. Okay, there was an obvious gap of open space, and that close match was clear showmanship from Sandris. Yes, I do agree with that. Is that fact? Okay, fact. Yes, that sucks. Everyone expects Sandris. Expect what? Larry Wheels bodying everyone now. Yanis has great fundamentals, a lot bigger than I thought he is. Okay, Deeps. Were you there, Deeps? I was scared Larry was going to get injured while going for that press. Sandris wanted no part of that. It's weird, I feel like we didn't see any arm wrestling content on Larry's channel for a while, but it felt like he stepped back. Okay, did you watch the video that I just uploaded a couple of hours ago? There was a quotation that I used from Larry. It was some in Aussie Arm Wrestler stream somewhere around 2 hours 45 minute mark. I don't remember exactly. But Larry basically said that, and first of all, he looked extremely happy by the way he's been performing on the table. Looked like his energy, his enthusiasm for arm wrestling is back, and he's motivated. Looked like he's more motivated than bodybuilding for arm wrestling, which is really good info for arm wrestling. And he also said that arm wrestling videos on his channel are getting the most views. So how good is that? Larry uploads bodybuilding views, bodybuilding videos, powerlifting videos, and bunch of other stuff. Some funny videos as well. Strongman videos. He invites every single top athlete from all of the other sports, and still arm wrestling is generating more views than all of his other content. Not combined, but individually, arm wrestling is getting more views. I thought, how cool is that? I definitely thought that this was worth mentioning. I forgot my microphone stand, so hopefully the audio is better when the mic is close. Larry's still learning, relatively still new to the sport. He's learning from many great arm wrestlers as well. And the kind of matches that he had on the left arm against Tony Tomilson, I don't know how to pronounce that name. The kind of matches that he had over there, those are the matches that are going to teach him way more than any elite level arm wrestler. J.R. Williams, member of the channel. You can also join the membership by clicking on the dollar icon or just subscribing to the channel and clicking join button. And if you are an iPhone user, you can log in from your computer or laptop or go to browser in desktop mode. You have to do those sort of things just because you are rich. So J.R. Williams, yes, but he will never fully optimize his potential if he is constantly cutting weight for bodybuilding, which is a field he's unexceptional at. Yep. Nobody's expecting Larry to win there. Like, I think he'll be able to do better at arm wrestling than bodybuilding. There wasn't contact, wouldn't call. Okay, headbutt, got it. That's amazing, Atlantis IRL. Okay, I don't know what's amazing, but if anything is amazing, then that's cool. Atlantis was saying early on that it's weird. I feel like we didn't see any arm wrestling. Okay, I read it. And now you're saying that the views on Larry's channel are at the top. That part is interesting, amazing. Yeah, I got it now. Can a male national champion beat international female champion like Gabby? Male national champion of which country? That depends, and of which weight class. And I'll say yes. Most from his channel, okay, and his recent collabs with the Magnus Midbo, butchered last name, were cool too. Yeah, Magnus is a cool guy. He needs to hook up with Devon again, or maybe Brian Shaw. Pradeep, Mazahir versus Kyle, who will win? Mazahir has wars against Larry, and when Kyle Cummings had a super match against Larry just pinned him like a child. So I think that's sufficient proof that Mazahir would beat Kyle. We need to see Larry rematch with either Schoolboy or Khalid Jashel. Yeah. Schoolboy can have many matches right now. I'm quite surprised. Yes, I think initially it was because of the war situation, but right now I think Engin may be in a place where he can invite Schoolboy. When he faced Herman Stevens, I think the video on Engin's channel got how many views? 400 views? 400k, 300k views. And after some time, I uploaded a highlight video of that match, and that also got like 250k views. So right now, I think Schoolboy can easily generate 1 million views on YouTube, and that's a big draw. Sarthak in the house. Are you my buddy, my commentating partner, Sarthak? Is that what's going on right now? Sarthak and I, if that's the same Sarthak, will be commentating for Pro Puncher League in about 8 days, 9 days. That's practice phase in the first couple of days, but from 28th of August we will be commentating. Can Mazahir from India beat Gabby and Barbora? Yes, for sure he can. That's why I am wondering about Brian Shaw. Will Shaw only concentrate on arm wrestling or be distracted with other stuff too? Right now he's thinking about becoming a promoter more than an arm wrestler. That's what I got from that video. Pradeep, according to you, after Mazahir, who is the strongest? I don't have that much idea, brother, because till now we haven't seen many super matches in India, especially in the super heavyweight category. So it's really extremely difficult for me to tell. The number 2 guy doesn't know that he's the number 2 guy, so it wouldn't make any sense for me to predict like that. Can Larry redeem himself? Against who? Larry versus Brendan Allen rematch. Brendan Allen is lighter and he's off juice, and we've seen him lose a lot recently. He lost his super match as well. I don't think the super match that happened like 7 8 months ago. I don't know who his opponent was, but he was relatively unknown. I don't think the Brandon Allen that showed up at King of the Table would have lost that super match. So I think off Jew smaller. I think Larry toys with Brandon Allen in this shape. I think Larry destroys him easily. If he once again bulks up to that crazy 320-pound monster, then maybe not. Pradeep, according to you, after okay, Rahul Panikar versus Akash PPL. So Rahul Panikar has already defeated Akash like 3 times in a row in last couple of years. So maybe Rahul still, but Akash may be catching up soon. Larry probably murders Brandon now. Yeah. Who is this guy who keeps on like I got a Facebook notification who is taking Deca, what is your sides? The same dude everyone who's taking trend, give me your names, he's always posting like that. And I his notifications I always get them. That's what I'm thinking too, Atlantis. Okay. Devon versus Vitali, right handed, who will win? And by the way, Artem also took his revenge from Coach Ray. He pinned Coach Ray. So that's kind of impressive. I think Concrete Elbow made a video about that. And that's logical. Recently, Bowen beat Artem. And now Artem beat Coach Ray. But I'll have to say that Coach Ray lost first round to Artem in that previous Arizona event. How long was that ago? Maybe 1 year ago or 1.5 years ago. So even at that time, Artem got one win in the first round. I think it was on fouls or something. I don't know exactly what was the case. But Artem got one win there as well. And still now in the tournament, he pinned him once. So maybe who knows if they faced or did they face again? If Coach Ray was third, then he may have faced him again. I don't know. Maybe he lost to the other guy. Coach Ray should stay at Arm Wars level. So if this was a super match, maybe Ray puts the brakes on once again and still beats Artem. Who knows? But Artem definitely looked strong. Devon versus Vitali, right hand, who will win? And Bowen has leveled up. I used to say that I think at this weight, Ryan Bowen should and he will beat Coach Ray. When Coach Ray is like 88 kilos and Ryan is like 107, I think Ryan wins that match. Unlike the 90 kg weight cap East versus West match. Artem was at a major disadvantage when he faced Bowen. Yes. Can anybody just be a pro, or do they have to pass some tests like winning in amateurs? Yeah, I think you may have, but whoever is competing in a pro class is a pro. I don't know. Everyone has different definitions for pro class. I don't know which country has which definition. I have my own. I think if you're a professional, if you want to be called a professional arm wrestler, you shouldn't have to hustle on YouTube and social media to make earning for like 5 6 7 8 hours a day. Your match fees and your brand promotions, these should, and ideally someone else should be handling your social media. If these 3 things are happening, then in my opinion you are a professional arm wrestler. Match fees and brand collaboration money, these things should be able to cover all of your expenses. That's the main source of income that you should have. If we just count YouTube revenue by hustling on YouTube for 8 10 hours a day, then I'm also a professional arm wrestler. Pradeep, you and Bowen should do a weekly talk show. Okay, that's interesting. Talking with Ryan is easy. Talking with many arm wrestlers is easy, who usually most of the times make sense and they can talk. It's difficult when there is some guest. I have fortunately never had any such guest who gives one word answers, and then it can get difficult. Usually when I ask one word answers from guests, they still speak a couple of sentences. So that's kind of cool as well. I'll talk with Bowen about this year, but Ryan doesn't do live streams much even on his own channel. So that's why I don't think it will be fair for me to ask him that. If Levan was not injured, the Morozov would face Levan East versus West 8. Yes, that's the match that was supposed to happen, Sarthak. But it got cancelled because of Levan's wrist injury. I don't think Devon beat Vitali, Travis Bagent, and the Pradeep talk show. I would have done way better. I would have made those. But every day it would be difficult to have an interview with with Travis Pagent. So thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate your time. Now I think it's about time to end this live stream. The Arizona event was kind of cool. Initially, I thought the previous time Robert Kelly produced the pay per view event with Travis Bagent, that was the worst pay per view ever. And this was going in the direction of the pay per view that we saw that had the worst audio quality ever. But then they figured things out and it was cool towards the end. He didn't look square outside of straps. Who? Why Dallas is starting was starting against Artem? The way, okay, the way he was starting. I don't remember. Devon versus Jerry is so interesting seeing how Devon wasn't able to hold Gennady inside. And if by any chance any of you 70 viewers that are watching the video have not hit the thumbs up, please subscribe now. If I think where is the subscribe button? Let me open the screen. Yeah, there is the subscribe button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Watch this beautiful end till the end. If you watch it till the end, I'll make some money, of course. And thanks for joining. Bye. Damn, I just joined Lagia. I'll go live every single day, brother, so don't mind. Tomorrow. Short stream today? Yeah, 30 minutes. I think it's fine, brother. Thanks, J.I. Williams, for joining. Over so soon. Yep.